Video was a lot of market prep. I'm so excited. Looks really, really good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Emily. I'm the owner of Emily Page Company. I'm a 24-year-old small business owner based out of Columbus, Ohio. This video is going to be a week in my life. This week is kind of busy because next week my market season starts, which I am just so darn excited for. And as you guys know, I'm an overthinker, I'm a planner, I'm a prepper, so I'm going to start planning now. I've been planning this for months now, but I'm really starting to get into it, you know, tagging a lot of stuff, packing stuff, just overall getting ready for my market season. I've had so much fun making these YouTube videos. I've been stepping outside of my comfort zone, and I have been receiving so much positive feedback from you guys, which makes me really happy that you guys enjoy watching these videos. And this is truly like behind the scenes in my life that you guys might not normally see, you know, on Instagram or TikTok, but we're gonna deep dive in here. You guys are gonna get to know me more, which I really like. Today is currently Monday, so we're going to head over to the warehouse and I'll catch you guys there. We just got to the warehouse. It's around 8:30. And it was super cold in here. I have the heat on, so hopefully you guys can hear me over the fan. On our way to the warehouse, Parker was like, let's stop and get a coffee, and I'm never gonna question getting a coffee from River Road. If you guys are from Columbus or visit the Central Ohio area, go to River Road. It is so good. I've been going here since high school, and literally my favorite coffee ever. So getting a coffee on a Monday was a perfect start to my week. This week is going to be great. Today is actually the solar eclipse. So we live in Columbus, Ohio, so it's like right on the path. So I guess people are traveling here to see the eclipse. So we're gonna leave at 2 today, and the eclipse is supposed to be happening at 3. So fingers crossed we don't get stuck in traffic or anything. We were kind of questioning about leaving the house today, but we both had a lot to do today here, so we're going to come here anyways. So on my agenda today is to embroider some apparel. I always start my days turning on my machines and just starting to embroider. I have 5 open wholesale orders that I need to finish up. 2 of those are for cups, 2 of those are for embroidered apparel, and then 1 is for embroidered tote bags. I'm only going to be running 2 out of 3 of my 10 needle machines today, and then 1 of my single needle machines for tote bags. Without further ado, let's hoop all my apparel and tote bags and get them on the machines. What you guys just saw me do was clean and oil my machines. I do this every single time I turn on my machines. It just helps keep everything clean and smooth and running good. I wanted to show you guys what I'm running on my machines today. So my first machine, I'm going to be doing, all I need is books, coffee, and cats. This one takes about 44 minutes to stitch out, which is pretty high, but these are one of my most popular designs, so I always have a machine running for them. And then this machine, you guys know that I always run this design. So this is my weekend is fully booked crew neck. This one takes 25 minutes to stitch out, so that's what's running on my machines today. Back here is my single needle machines, and I'm going to be running my tote bags on those. I'm doing 10 bow tote bags on those. Now I'm going to hoop my apparel and get them on the machines. My last video, I talked about Mighty Hoops, so I'm doing a collaboration with them, so I have a discount code you guys can use if you're interested. I'll link in the description for you guys, but I have been using them for the past week, and I am obsessed with them. I only have 1 hoop, so I'm going to hoop 1 for my t-shirts and then 1 for my crew neck. That's going to the machines today, but I'm going to show you guys kind of the difference between the two and how much faster the Mighty Hoops are. I wish somebody would have told me to use these forever ago because they're so good. So let's hoop the apparel and get them on the machines. done and I have 9 more to go, so I just have to repeat the same exact process you watched 9 more times. I just finished all of my tote bags, so now we're going to trim the stabilizer that's in the inside, as well as just the little hang threads on the front of them. I have 3 wholesale orders that I'm ready to pack, so let's pack them. This first wholesale order is going to Chayman Company in Concord, California, and she ordered a total of 27 items. She ordered a mix between cups and embroidered apparel. She ordered 6 of the All I Need Is Books, Coffee, Cats t-shirts, and these I finished embroidering last week, and I was just waiting on tape to arrive today, so I am all ready to pack these up. And then she ordered 6 of the crew neck version of the All I Need Is Books, Coffee, Cats. I think I like the crew neck version over the t-shirt version just because I'm a big crew neck girl. And I'm reusing a box that my apparel gets delivered in. This is a perfect box for this order. And then next up, she ordered 6 of the Reading Kitty guys. I launched these in my fall collection and they did really, really good. So they will definitely be back again this year. And then she ordered 6 lids. These go onto the cups. Cherry cups have been a really popular item for wholesale lately. I actually have 2 cherry cup wholesale orders that we're gonna pack. So this is what the lid looks like on the cups. A lot of people get the lids to pair with the cups just because you can take them on the go. And then she got 3 cherry cups. I already wrapped these in bubble wrap, so they're all ready to go. This order is all ready to go. It's going off to Concord, California again to Charming Company. Next order is going to Adoria Boutique in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, and she ordered 6 of my Weekend is Fully Booked crew necks. These are one of my best sellers for wholesale. It even has like a little bestseller tag on it, so I'm going to grab a box for these. I always get questions about wholesale and like what wholesale is, how do you join wholesale? So I started wholesale on Fair in 2021, and basically I sell my products to other businesses to sell in their shops, boutiques, cafes, etc. So they buy, I pretty much do like half the retail price. It just depends on the product, and then they sell it for whatever price they do. So let's say, I'm not sure what the price is on this one, but let's say it's $15 and they would normally sell it for like 30 or 40. So it just depends on what the business wants to do that's purchasing these. But it's a really great way to get my brand name out there, and I put my logo on everything. As you guys can see, my logo's on all my apparel. So I put my logo on everything, and it's really great for just expanding your business and continuing to grow. All right, this order is all ready to go. Wholesale has literally changed my business so much. I'm currently in over 2,000 stores. I'll put a little picture up here, kind of like what the map looks like for all the retailers who carry my products, and it's so cool to look and just see all of my products literally all over the world. One of the coolest wholesale deals I ever got was to work with Victoria's Secret Pink. So my cups were across all of their stores. I believe it was close to like 120 stores all across the United States. And I did 6 deals with them, and it was literally the coolest thing ever. This order is going to Kiddish and Color in Dallas, Georgia. And she has placed a lot of orders with me, but this is her first time doing tote bags, and she's doing a restock on cherry cups. As you guys saw earlier in the video, I was making these tote bags, and this is what they look like. So it's only a front design, nothing is on the back, and my logo is on the inside of all of them. But I love these. These have done really good wholesale. I'm always making these. Now I'm just going to fold all of these up so it's easier to put them in the box. She ordered a total of 10 of my pink bow embroidered tote bags and then 6 of the cherry cups. I'm going to go grab a box now. I'm super excited for her to get these tote bags. I think they'll do really good in her store. Now I'm going to wrap all of the 16-ounce cherry cups in bubble wrap. so they're less likely to break in transit. What it's looking like. I'm just going to pack more craft paper in there because the more you pack it, then the less likely it is to shift, and when it shifts, then it's more likely to break. And this order is all ready to go off to Kiddish & Color in Dallas, Georgia. While I was recording this, I actually got another wholesale order, so it's all ready to go and I'm ready to pack it. It's a cup order going to City Bird in Detroit, Michigan, and they have ordered with me so many times. They've been with me since I did the printed cups and while I did the vinyl cups. So she ordered a total of 33 cups, and these were all pre-orders. So I restocked all of the daisy cups, the lemon, strawberry, and coffee bean cups last week. So this is her pre-order. She has 3 boxes and I already packed the other 2 boxes, and these are the ones that couldn't fit in the boxes, so we're gonna wrap them individually. I put a little bit of packing peanuts on the bottom just for extra cushion. And then a ton of fragile stickers. I normally put 3 of them on here, 1 on the front, 1 on the top, and then 1 on the other side. All right, and this order is all ready to go off to City Bird in Detroit, Michigan. I'm sure you guys can hear the embroidery machines in the back. They are quite loud, but I decided to open up our door, our main door. So it's 68 degrees outside in Ohio. Last week it was tornado warnings, raining every single day, so I wanted to let in some fresh air, and today's so beautiful. It's blue skies, which is fun because the solar eclipse is happening at 3, and I wanted to show you guys kind of outside what our building looks like. So I have this whole building to myself. So we have the iconic blue stripes, but yeah, this whole building is to myself, and then you'll hear beeping in the back. This is Carvana, and then we have like a cybersecurity and then the commissioner's office. So our neighbors are really fun too, but I decided to open this up to let in some fresh air. It's so beautiful out. It's around 12:30, so I'm just going to eat my lunch, and then my machines are running. We have 2 hours left here, so I want to get as much work done as possible. So I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Parker and I are headed to USPS, and we go to the one closest to our house. So we go to the New Albany post office, and they're really nice there. They always wonder why we're never there like we used to be, and I was like, oh, because we moved to the warehouse. But we're dropping off packages, and then we're going to get gas right now because we're traveling to Athens tomorrow, which I'm really excited about. So that is what's happening. Happy Tuesday, guys. Parker and I are doing something really exciting today. We're going to Athens, Ohio today, and normally we do stuff on weekends, not weekdays, but I have an appointment in Athens today, and he's just tagging along with me. And if you guys didn't know, Ohio University is in Athens, and Parker and I met at Ohio University. I started going there in 2017. I was a freshman, and I met him when he was a junior, and we were literally like inseparable ever since. He's been my best friend. So we're going to Athens today. I'm gonna put some clips in here. So I have a doctor's appointment in Athens, and then we're just gonna like go uptown and just shop around and eat at our favorite restaurant. I miss Athens so much. Just the vibe there is super carefree and fun. So that's what we're doing today. Happy Wednesday, guys. Parker and I had so much fun visiting Athens yesterday, and it was honestly kind of sad leaving because it's just such a fun little like bubble when you're there. Like, I don't know, everyone's in like their own little world, and I love Athens so much. But we're back and we're at the warehouse today, and I don't know, today I feel like my voice is like a little stuffy and my body just kind of feels a little gross. And I'm not sure if it's because of like the pollen outside and I have like allergies, or maybe I'm just stressed out. I'm always stressed. So I don't really know, but I'm feeling kind of a little gross today. I'm sure you guys can like hear it in my voice, but I still have a lot to do today, so I'm at the warehouse today. This is what I bought from the Athens bookstore yesterday. I think it's so cute. It's a cropped corded crew. I would love to add these to my shop, so now I'm on the hunt for corded crew necks. I'm always looking to expand stuff and like bring new stuff in, and I thought this was just so cute and it's really comfortable. Today I'm going to take it a little bit easier just because I kind of feel a little gross. So I have a lot of deliveries coming today. I'll show you guys that. And then I have my tent popped up sure you guys can see it in the back. So I'm going to test out this new thing. So I'm not doing racks this year at my markets. So I have this like little, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a little thing that you put on both sides of like your tent legs, and then I'm gonna wrap it up with cords just to make sure that like the weight is fine on it. I'll show you guys later in the video, but I'm gonna test that out today, and then I'm just going to prep my markets. We have 11 days until market season starts, so I really want to make sure I have everything together and just make stuff and prep it so I can have a really successful market season and a good kickoff. So it's always nice to just have things like prepped or ready to go. So today I'm gonna be doing that, and yeah, that's pretty much everything that's happening today. My embroidery machines are running in the back, so it might be a little loud, you might be able to hear them, but I wanted to show you guys kind of what my inspo this year was for my tent. I bought these disco balls, and then I have these shower curtain clips. So I'm gonna clip them and then put it up in the center of my tent, and then I'm gonna do like a little mock-up today. I'm not gonna go all out, but I bought 2 of these for when I have a double booth, and then I'm gonna use 1 for when I have a regular 10x10. So this is my 10x10 tent, and I wanna show you guys how easy it is to set up. I always set this up by myself. It's a 1-person setup. I literally never need help setting this up, and I'm 5'2" for reference. I'll link this in my Amazon storefront below. I highly recommend this tent. I love it so much, so let's set it up together. Before I set up my canopy, I want to let you guys know that I always leave the top of my canopy on. I just find it easier to set up, and there's honestly like no reason to take it off. It just adds time to your setup time, so I always leave the top on. So now that the frame is up, basically you just take the sides and you lift them up. But I want to put the disco ball in it because I can reach it right now where it is. So we're gonna hang the disco ball up. Earlier in the video, you guys saw me set up my tent, and basically what I do is I go underneath it, and this thing I just push up. There's like a little, I don't know what this is called, like a little thing that you just push up into it, and then when you're ready to take it down, you'll move all the legs down into this position, and then you'll twist it and the frame all falls. Super easy to set up, 1-person setup, tear down. I love this tent so much. My idea for the disco ball was just put it in the center right here like this, but I'm not sure how I want to do it. I think I might just clip it right here. But this is a shower curtain hook, and I'm just gonna hook it to the top of it and then clip it on. I think that actually works out perfect. I'm excited to see it all come together. I think I'm gonna do it like this. I have it attached to the little lever thingy. So we're gonna leave it like this, and then I'm gonna push the rest of the tent up to show you guys also how easy it is. Earlier in the video, I talked about how I'm not doing racks anymore. So I'm only using racks for like certain events, but mainly I'm using these. I have them linked on my Amazon storefront, so pretty much they are for your canopy walls. So if you want to put your walls like halfway up, this is like a little arm that you can do it, and it attaches to both of your canopy legs. So let me show you guys what it looks like. I have 2 in total, so there's 4 pieces, and then they connect together. I've only done this one other time, so I'm not sure how I did this last time. But if you guys can visualize it, it'll be like this. And then my apparel will be hung up on this rod. I have 4 racks over here with me, so I'm going to start hanging stuff up on these rods to see what it looks like and kind of what it feels like. Also, what I'm thinking is this will really help me weigh down my tent if it's a super windy day. So let's get everything onto these rods. So when doing pop-ups, a lot of it is trial and error, and I really wanted to switch my setup this year and have these, but I don't think I'm going to do them. I'm just a little nervous with the weight of it. And I'm really glad that I tested it out, because as you guys can see, it's like dipping really low, and then those things are coming undone. My stuff is really heavy, and like the last thing I want at a pop-up is to just have something break. And if that came undone, everything would go inward, and I just would not want to deal with that on pop-up days. So I like to use these. These are my racks. So I have this rack, which is that's what I was talking about. Oh my gosh. So I'm really glad that I tested this out and not on pop-up day, because that just happened. The moral of the story is test things out before your market, because I'm just sweating. Like, I'm literally sweating thinking about how tragic that would have been if that happened at my market. So with that being said, these are perfect for if you have lighter items in your booth. Like, let's say you're selling tote bags or maybe just t-shirts. I think I just have so much apparel. It was just way too much weight on it. So I'm actually going to return all of these and I'm gonna go back to my racks. Now I'm going to test out kind of what my layout's gonna look like with the racks now, but I'm really glad I tested that out because that would have been so bad. Before all of that fell, I was talking about the different racks I use. So this rack is about 6 feet wide and I like it because it's more of a heavy duty rack and I really like the wheels on it. But the only con I notice is that when people are like looking through it, it does shift a lot. So like when I put it somewhere, I'll check like an hour later to like restock something and then it has shifted a lot. But I do really like this one. And then the other one I use is this one. And this I would say is like 4.5 feet, but I like it, but it's a little flimsy with the wheels. I do like these for indoor markets, but one time I was wheeling it out and everything fell over because the wheels suck. But I do like this one. I like both of them. So I'll probably use 2 of these and then I'm obviously gonna bring this guy too because I just like this one. Good news is I can fit 3 of these racks on one side. I'm a planner and in my mind I had those rods being up and it working out perfectly because I saw it work out for other people, but maybe she didn't have as heavy items as I do. But I put a lot of things on that and normally every single market I bring a lot of apparel and boutique stuff with me. I'm kind of bummed that that didn't work out, but I'm just gonna go back to what I did previously and use these racks. So I'm just now thinking in my mind how I want to go about doing that and like what racks I want to use. 30 minutes have passed since I last updated you guys and I got my tape measure and I just wanted to kind of see like what I wanted to do. And basically like the whole point of me figuring out what I want to do is how much I can fit in my booth. That's always my biggest goal, is how much I can fit in my booth. And I have a 10 by 10, so it's definitely limited space versus a 10 by 20. So I think what I'm going to do is have 2 different sides. So one side is going to be 3 of these. And then the other side is going to be 2 of these. Pretty much I just need to order 1 more of each and that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna have like 1 in the center too. I think that's what's best for how much I can fit in my booth because I just want to fit as much as possible because that means more sales for me and more of a variety for my customers. I wanted to mention too, a lot of the stuff that you guys are seeing in this video is on my shop, but a lot of it isn't on my shop. So specifically for pop-up events, I like doing exclusive things for people who come and see me in person. So this year I am having a boutique section. So you guys will see a lot of dresses and sweaters. I love wearing dresses. I just feel so beautiful in them. So a lot of the stuff you guys will see, like this is pretty much just boutique stuff, which is not on my website. So I haven't decided yet if I want to add it to my website or not, but so far my first pop-up that I did at the end of March, my boutique stuff did really good and I was wearing one of the dresses that ended up selling out. So I'm excited to add the boutique section to my booth this year. So we will just see how it'll go this season. My next pop-up is with German Village Makers Market, and towards the end of the season last year I had tank tops and these did really good because people just love them. You know, these are a staple piece and I have so many of these too that I kept for myself. So these did really good at German Village Makers Market last year, which is where I will be in 11 days, which I'm super excited about. That market was like my record high market of all time and I'm just really grateful for the ladies that run the markets. Wanted to explain to you guys like what is different in my booth this year versus last year and why it's kind of like been a dilemma for me almost to kind of figure out like a new booth layout. And I just want to always make it exciting for customers who are coming to shop with me in person, which is why I do like deals and like first dibs on new products and like exclusive items. So that's what's happening now. We have a pickup and drop off with the post office today and I absolutely love our USPS lady. She is so awesome. So Parker's doing that right now. Happy Thursday guys. I got a few packages delivered and I kind of opened this one a little bit, but I wanted to show you what it is. So earlier in the video I talked about how I'm adding like boutique things to my events this year. I have like a little boutique section. So I ordered some dresses and I think this one is so beautiful. So cute. I think the print is absolutely adorable. I'm trying to do a mix between solid color dresses and like floral dresses that would be perfect for like spring and summer. And this one has like tie straps, but I think it's so cute. Look at it. And then these tie up here. That is so cute. And then I ordered another metal rack that I talked about also earlier in the video, the 6-foot one. So we're going to unbox it and assemble it today. A lot of people message me and ask like where I get my racks from. I get them from Amazon. I have them linked on my storefront too, both of the ones that I use. So I'm gonna put this together. I think it'll take me like probably 15 minutes to put together, so let's get into it. I'm back under the tent where we last left off yesterday, and I wanted to show you guys what 2 of these looks like. I really like the look of 2 of these. It's like a perfect fit. I'm just gonna go through both sides of my booth and everything that's on the racks because I want to organize and figure out how I want to do it on market day, and then I need to figure out if I need to make more to make my racks look super full. So that's what's happening right now. I'm going to go through everything. Got a really exciting package in, and it's only right that I unbox it underneath my banner because it relates to market season. I talked about how I really want to focus on branding this year. Last year I had no banner. One was on my table and the QR code didn't even work. So this year I really want to focus on branding. I think it's so important because people would come to markets literally like just for me and they couldn't find me because I had no branding on my tent. So I got a banner. I got it off of TikTok shop, so we're going to unbox it together. It is a 1x9 banner, so it's gonna go up front. And I am so excited. Got my socials, Emily Page Company. So it has where you can find me, my business name, and where you can shop online. I think it turned out so cute. And it'll go on the front of my tent, so we just have to find bungee cords, which I need to go on a trip to Home Depot. I forgot to tell you guys yesterday that my 10x20 canopy got delivered, and it's really, really heavy, as you can see. So I haven't unboxed it yet. I'll probably do it next week. I got it from ABC Canopy. A lot of my vendor friends recommended it, and 10x20 tents are definitely more expensive, so I wanted to invest in a high quality one. I'm going to give my embroidery machines a break today, so I'm just going to focus on market prepping today. So what I want to do is go through my cups and figure out how much I want to bring of each. I bring anywhere from 6 to 12 cups. It just depends on what design it is, and I know what designs sell better than others. So let me show you guys what I'm doing for the 20 ounce. This is easier for Parker when he's restocking, so I label everything. This is what I'm doing for the 20 ounces. So for instance, I sell a lot of the mushroom cups. These aren't on my website yet, but they will be soon. And then like these ones that I have half of, they kind of sell good. It just depends on the market. So another one that sells good is the multicolored retro flower. So these are only the 20 ounces, so I label all of them so it's easier for him to restock. So that's what I'm doing today. And then I'm going to go through them and I print out barcodes for each cup. So that's what the barcode looks like inside the cup. So I just have to print out barcodes for these and put them inside. What you guys just saw me doing was printing out barcodes for all of my 20 ounce cups that needed barcodes inside of them. Every cup has an insert card in it that has a barcode on it, so I make sure that every single cup I bring with me has one of these in it just to make it easier for me. Every market I bring 60 designs with me, so each rack has 30 designs each on it. Making barcodes is super easy. If you use Shopify, that's what I have. It's basically an app on Shopify that's free, so it's free to create the barcodes too. And then you just create them and then you can customize what's inside of them. So I like to have the title on it and then the price, and then if it's apparel, I put the size next to the price, and then the barcode is just for me. These cards also act as kind of like a business card too, so it has all my information on it as well for customers. I'm at Home Depot and I'm going to get some bungee cords so I can attach my banner to my canopy, and I want to show you guys which ones I'm getting. These are what they look like. So I'm going to get the 24-inch ones and they're $3.28, so I'm going to get 4 of these. I'm going to get one more clear toe. I use these for clothes that are already on hangers, so I can just take them out of the tote and put them on the clothing racks. I really liked how I did this last time and it saved me a lot of time, so I'm gonna grab one more. For reference, this is the one I'm getting. It is a 106 quart. I really liked it. It fit a lot. This is the Home Depot haul. I just got bungee cords and a tote. I'm pretty much just chillaxing for the rest of the night. Recently, Parker and I have been watching a lot of thriller, psychological thriller movies, and we are watching one on Netflix right now called The Gift, and it's really good. I think it was made in like 2015, but I will be chillaxing for the rest of the night, and I will catch you guys on Friday tomorrow. Happy Friday, guys. We just got to the warehouse today. It's really windy, so we drove a little bit slower today. The drive is about 30 minutes from our house to the warehouse. So we took it a little slow today. Today's going to be a chill day at the warehouse. I'm all caught up on wholesale orders, website orders, TikTok shop orders. So I really want to kind of go through all my stuff and like organize it. It's 9 days until market season, so my life's going to get really busy in 9 days. So I just really want to make sure that everything is organized and like I'm all ready to go and everything's all clean. I want to test out some new embroidery designs today. I'm going to test out 2 new designs, and then I want to try to hang on my banner to see if I bought the right bungee cords. And then I'm also going to finish up like cleaning up my section where all of my cups are at. I just want to go through all of them and make sure that they're all organized and like in the right spot and everything. So I have a little bit of that left to clean up today, but today's gonna be a pretty chill day at the warehouse. You guys saw me go to Home Depot yesterday, and I could not find any video on another business owner suggesting like how to hang up a banner, so I just kind of guessed. This is the smallest bungee cord I could find. I know I talked about this yesterday, but I purchased the 24-inch bungee cords. These were the smallest ones I could find. So I'm going to try to hang on my banner and see what it looks like. I purchased 4 of them because there's 4 little garment holes right here, and we're going to put it right here. Let's test it out and see how it goes. To get started with hanging your banner, you're going to want to lower it down so it's easier to do. But if I was actually at an event, I would partially set up my canopy and then do this next. So it'll be one of the first things I do, but I just want to show you guys what it looks like now. I have everything inside of my canopy right now because I'm doing like a mock setup. But definitely have this be one of the first things that you do when you get to your event. Just like that, your banner's all hung up on your canopy. This was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, and I think it looks really, really good. I'm so excited to use this on my next market. We just got home from the warehouse and I'm just chillaxing. Look how stinking cute this mug is. I've had this mug forever, like years and years. There's so many chips on the top of it. I just wanted to have a little chit chat with you guys about markets. Unintentionally, this video was a lot of market prep. So I wanted to answer some of the most popular questions that I get asked about markets, and just a lot of the questions are, how do you find markets? How do you know they're good markets? So we're gonna dive into all of the questions that I get asked. I wanted to share a little backstory with you guys as to how I got started with markets. So in 2021, I started doing markets. These markets were very small. They were held at churches, high schools, maybe $15 max to get in. And they were not good for me. I probably did like 5 sales. Foot traffic was really low. It just wasn't my crowd. And I really wanted to give up. I remember my first event I ever did, I didn't sell a single thing and I cried, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try again. We'll see how the next one goes. And then every event that I kept doing, I just kept getting more confident. But with that being said, I'm really happy that I did do those events that were not as good for me, like very low on the ladder is what I call them, because I was not confident in selling my stuff in person. I was a very shy person. So I'm happy that I gained that confidence and gained that experience into the markets that I'm doing now, because the markets I'm doing now are like the best of the best. They're really hard to get into. The foot traffic is high, like they're insane. Like lines in my booth the entire time, like insanity. So I just wanted to share with you guys my backstory in doing markets. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the first few markets you do are not going to be good. It took me 3 years to get where I'm at now, and it's a learning process. Every market you do, you're always learning something new. You're always learning ways to improve your booth, or just improve your products in general. Another thing, I live in a major city in Ohio. I live in Columbus, Ohio, and there are markets always happening in this area, but it's about how to weed out those bad markets and find those good markets that are good for your business and your products. Which leads us into the most popular question I get asked is, how do I find markets in my area? When I first started, thinking about how to find markets in my area was just like crazy to me. Like I had no idea where to start, so I wanted to help you guys and share with you guys how I started. I'll say this over and over again, social media is a great resource to utilize when finding events in your area. That's pretty much all I look at now, is just social media to find events in my area. The events I'm doing this year, I did last year, so we're not doing any markets this year. My 2023 season was very successful, so I'm just focusing on those markets that I did best at and not trying anything new this year. Enough rambling, going back to it. So social media is a great resource to utilize, and when I first started doing markets, I turned to Facebook. So I decided to look at groups, and I just searched Columbus, Ohio craft shows. So for example, if you live in Phoenix, Arizona craft shows on Facebook, and I joined a ton of groups. And like I said, I found events that were held at churches, high schools, just very small events, maybe $15 max to get into. And I did that for about a year, and then I really wanted to get into the bigger shows in my area that were harder to get into, and I saw like lines to get into these events. I saw so many great things about these events, but I was scared, and I really wanted to work my resume up. I will say that these are bigger events to get into. They want to see what shows you did in the past, and they want to see pictures of your booth. So it's really nice to start, you know, from doing those little shows and then working your way up to the bigger shows. After I was looking at Facebook events for a while, I decided to turn to Instagram, and I just searched in the hashtag Columbus, Ohio events. So if you live in Phoenix, Arizona events. And I found a ton of pages of events. And then I also found vendors that were using that hashtag from the events that they were doing. So what I did is I followed all those events. So for example, when I did this, the first one I found was German Village Makers Market. And how they do their applications are open from January to February for the entire year. So you have to apply to the entire year for that event specifically. And obviously I wasn't in the window, but I always tell people this too, because I did this when I first started doing markets too. Those bigger markets that you want to do that you're nervous to get into, go as a customer. I believe it was towards the end of 2022, Parker and I were going to these events as customers just to kind of get a feel for the event, because you want to see what the foot traffic is like. You know, is this your kind of crowd? Are there vendors that are selling similar items as you that are there? How are they doing? And I cannot say this enough. Become friends with your other vendors. I have made so many friendships with just other vendors, and when I was going as a customer, I would talk to all these vendor friends, follow them on social media, and I was like, hey, do you recommend like applying to this market? And they would give me their honest feedback. So I think that's really important to make connections with other vendors in your area. This leads me into the second most popular question I get asked, is how to find good markets in your area. So I just answered, how do you find markets in your area? Social media. Social media is fantastic. But how do you find good markets in your area? Me personally, there are specific things I look for when I apply to a market that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Obviously, you can take this if you want. This is just my opinion of doing events for a couple years now that I look for, or you know, you can do your own judgment and pick things that you think you want to see when you apply to a market. The first thing I look for when I apply to a market is, do they accept MLMs? So an MLM, let's give an example. So Avon, Scentsy, Pink Zebra. I do not do markets that accept MLMs. I think it takes the value away from, a true market, because when you go to markets, you want to find something fun, unique, handmade, curated, vintage, fun things like that. And an MLM is a mass-produced product that you can literally find anywhere. So I do not do markets that accept MLMs. That is a really big thing for me. And if you're a small business owner, I'm sure that you will have a similar opinion to me, because once you do markets and you start realizing the events that accept MLMs are not good events, you want to find events that do not accept MLMs. I promise you they will be 100 times better. Second thing I look for is their social media. Like I said, social media is a great resource to utilize. So I would look for, kind of if they have a following, and obviously a following does not equal customers or shoppers. Obviously, if they have followers, engagement on their social media platforms, then that means that they're really great at marketing for their events, and that's really important, because if they're bringing people in, then that means more sales for you. Another thing I look for on their social media pages is their tagged post. Me personally, if I post things to my feed that involve a market, I will always tag that event, and you can view that on their Instagram. So I like to go on their page and look at our customers tagging them, are other vendors tagging them, and then what are the vendors saying? Like, I like to get a feel for it and just look at pictures too of the venue and the event and just how people did. I think that tells a lot about how other people post about the venue or the event too. So that's something that I really look for, is just their social media pages. The third thing I look for that is so important, in my opinion, is a cap on categories. So obviously if you're a vendor at an event and they only accept 50 vendors, you don't want 5 other vendors being cup vendors selling the same thing as you. So cap on categories is really important. Normally when an event has cap on categories, that also means that it is a juried event. All of the events I do are juried events, so that means that you submit an application. Sometimes there's an application fee. I think there's only one market I do that has an application fee, but this is common. Oh no, I had 2 markets that have application fees. But I mean, this is common it could be common if you're in a major city, or if you're in a smaller town, then it may not be as common. You'll submit your application, and then you can wait until the jury process is over. I think the max it's taken me to hear back about a market is maybe a month. And then you'll get accepted or denied or waitlist. And I know that it really sucks to get denied from a market. It happens, like literally it still happens to me, but that's just something that comes with applying to markets. You're putting yourself out there, you're vulnerable, but you never know unless you try. I think juried events are really important too, because like I said, you don't want a ton of people selling similar things that you are selling. It gives a really good variety of different businesses too from a customer standpoint, because when you're going to events as a customer, you want to find like fun vendors selling fun things, and not everything is the same. Those are some of the things that I look for as a vendor when I apply to events. Oh, and I have one more question that I get asked so much. Someone actually sent me a message about this today, which is why I remembered to answer it on here, is how much product should I bring to a market? This question is very hard to answer. I bring different amounts to different markets. Like, there's so many factors that go into it, like what's the season look like? Where am I going to be popped up? How many hours am I going to be popped up? In these markets that I'm doing this year, I know what to expect. So a few examples of what I bring to markets, which I don't think this will help that much because the numbers are so different. So the bookshelves I have, each bookshelf holds 30 designs. So I bring a total of 60 designs for cups, and that varies between 16 ounce and 20 ounce. For the cups, I bring anywhere from 3 cups to a full case, so 24 cups. And I know what designs sell better than others. So for instance, like my floral fruit ones will obviously sell better in like the summer, so I always bring more of those. And I know that's such a wide range, but I know how my products sell and I know what sells the best, and that's just something that you'll learn more with doing events. I would say if you're just starting doing events, maybe start a little bit smaller so you don't have to have so much inventory on hand and just kind of have all your money in that inventory. So I would just start small. For apparel, this is a pretty wide range too. I either bring one size of one design, or I bring 15 of one size of one design. So I have sizes small up to 3X. And I would say my most popular sizes I sell are medium, large, and XL. So I always like to be size inclusive, but I try to bring a lot with me in markets, and obviously I have a lot of designs, but I know what sells better than others. So for instance, my Columbus, Ohio design, I sell so many of those in t-shirt, crew neck, and crop t-shirt form. So I always try to bring a lot of those with me. So for example, the Columbus crop t-shirt, it's a cropped boxy. It only has sizes small up to 2X, so I'll bring 15 small, 15 medium, 15 large, 15 XL, and then 10 2X. And I know that's such a wide range, but like I said, I know what sells better at my markets than other products. If you're just starting out and you don't know how much to bring, maybe just bring 3 sizes of one design. So for instance, like 3 mediums, 3 larges, 3 XL. This question is so hard to answer because every market is different, and every market, some things sell better than others. This will be my 4th year doing markets, and obviously I'm still learning as I go. Like, I'm not even kidding you, I'm still changing my booth layout, I'm adding products, I'm taking away products. It is a learning process. I know people who have been doing markets way longer than me that, are still learning. So those are some of the most popular questions I get asked. Unintentionally, this video was a lot of market prep, but also that's just how my life is. Like, I'm prepping for a busy season. So my market season starts in 9 days, which is so crazy to say. I'm so excited for market season. So what I mean by market season is Parker will be with me for pretty much every market. Parker is my lovely boyfriend. So he is pretty much just helping me restock. Early last year, I was doing a lot of markets by myself, and I physically just cannot keep up with doing markets by myself anymore, so I have to have help at events. So Parker is helping me at events. He will just be restocking the whole time, and then if I get like a really big line, then he's going to help check out customers with me too. So when I say market season, we are doing 1 to 3 markets every single weekend, pretty much from the end of April up to October. We get like a little mini 2-week break, and then the end of October up to the first week, before Christmas. Very busy market season. I'm really excited. I'm excited to do them with Parker too. I really like doing events with him. It's just fun to, have your partner with you doing events and just doing what you love. So that's what's been happening. I just cannot believe market season starts so soon. And my next video is actually going to be a vlog. So my upcoming market is with German Village Makers Market, one of my favorite markets ever, and this one's going to be crazy. I already know it. I have customers messaging me saying, are you gonna bring this with you? Can you put this to the side? I wanna buy this. So I have just been making so much stock. I'm bringing so much stock with me. I'm excited to take you guys along with me because I already know the day is going to be crazy, and Parker will be with me too. I'm going to end the video here. It's Friday night and we're gonna make dinner here soon, which I'm excited. Tonight's dinner is so good. General Tso's chicken with a ton of veggies, my favorite thing ever. I'm really excited for the next video to share with you guys a really busy market day, so gear up, get ready for it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe, and if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!